2K20's My Player Nation has provided us with a ton of competition and entertainment all season long. You, the community, represented your My Player's real-life team and completed over 39 million games in hopes of getting to the top. But in the end, there were only 2 teams that were worthy of battling it out with an NBA championship on the line. The Lakers and Bucks both swept their way to the My Player Nation Finals, but ultimately, we could only have one winner. With that said, please join us in congratulating the Los Angeles Lakers and their fans for winning the NBA 2K20 My Player Nation Finals, sealing it with a sweep of the Milwaukee Bucks. That's right, folks. The Lakers finished 98-0 after a perfect regular season and postseason. And with the NBA set to resume in a few weeks, we'll get a chance to see how these results hold up in the actual postseason. Will the Lakers still win it all? Will Giannis avenge the Bucks' My Player Nation loss? I can't wait to find out. Thanks for playing along with your My Player. And if you fell short of a title this year, well, there's always next year.
What year did my co-host Shaquille O'Neal lose to the Houston Rockets? Was it 1991, 1995, 1999, or 2000? If you answered 1995, see, you should be in the Jet Academy. Shaq is mad at me, so don't tell him I said it.
We'll get back to the Chris Webber Invitational in a moment, but first we head to the home of another NBA veteran and longtime member of the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. The 2K Sports pregame show.
We'll watch the visiting squad as they go up against the home team. Taking a look at this home squad, this is where it begins. The expectations you have for this season meet reality tonight. Everything you've been working on gets put to the test. You hope that you've done your job and can come out of here with a win. And you love the build-up to a new season. Lots of anticipation. Shaq, what are you looking for?
There were some VIMs this offseason.
Very interesting moves.
Oh, you like that? Okay, yeah. I understand. And you got to understand, that kind of shift, that right there can shift the balance of conference.
Wow. Last year, the Eastern and Western Conference was balanced out. Well, we'll see if the trend reverses this year.
And that'll take it right up to tip as we go courtside.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome everybody to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. On Monday and then on Sunday. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Campbell. Insanity is out there with Williams. Then it's D, and it's the machine in at the center, filling out the middle. Towns is out there with lights out. Then there's B. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Doc in at the point. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April. Here we go.
Now Jenkins. Insanity, the pass to Campbell. It's good.
and that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Here's Bassey. Has to dive. Takes a three. Williams against Lewis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Jenkins. Passes it to Campbell. From past the arc. And the three ball is good. Campbell's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Bassey. Outside, Towns. Excellent D there from Williams.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Pulls up. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Jenkins, the pass to Campbell. Here's Insanity. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first chance at the line tonight. Down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Top. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Campbell with it. He has 5. Knocks down the 3 ball. Campbell's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Towns. Knocked away. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Campbell kicks to Jenkins. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Campbell throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now here's Towns. Basket counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Williams. Now the pass to Insen. Now here's Jenkins. Here's the machine, and he converts the layup.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here is Doc. Campbell defending. 6 to shoot. Here's Bassett. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Pass to the machine. Pass to Campbell. Here's the 3. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Bassett. And they're pushing it up. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. That shot was off.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
They get it back. Doc. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And so it's the visiting team with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Analytics, Clark, are such a major factor for coaching staffs and scouting staffs. And plenty of micro-analysis to go around. But some statistics can actually be a little bit misleading, don't you think?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. And you can torture the numbers to say whatever you want them to say. So you have to be careful. I think there's a great place for analytics in useful in some areas, but you have to balance it. There has to be a blend there. Take, for instance, shot blocking. Just because you don't block a shot, that sometimes can dismiss what changing shots do to a team's defense or for a team's defense. The number of threes being taken. Effective field goal percentage is more important than raw field goal percentage because of threes.
Lights out there with Towns. Then there's Red Hot. And there's Doc. And it's Bassey in at the 2. The natural out there with Maverick. Then it's Williams. Then there's Campbell, and it's the machine in at the 5. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Baker out there with lights out. Then there's Towns. Then there's B, and it's Doc in at the 1. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
He makes the first. No good on the second free throw. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And here is Campbell, 13 points in the game, and the best of the machine. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. One falls for. The waiters checked in for Williams. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. The machine passes to Campbell. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here is Doc. He has 5. Pass to Bassie. 5 on the clock. Here's Towns. No good. Shot missing. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's the natural, Lewis covering. And there it is for him.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Outside, Towns. Right wing. Stolen away. Here's the natural. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
The first free throw is good. Jenkins, he's checked in for Maverick. Second free throw, no good. Thing has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Towns, the pass to Lutz. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Here's the natural. Now here's Jenkins. Lets it go with the three. No good from Campbell.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Insanity, he's checked in for the natural. Three of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Campbell against Lewis. Inside, or the pass to the machine. And he gets the bucket. The machine's got 5.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Bassey. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Pass to Campbell. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Passes it to the machine. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 7 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Bassey. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off. Second free throw, good. Now Jenkins. Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so it's the visiting team. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie, they were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, my question is, who are their playmakers? We saw too much dribbling, too little ball movement, too few assists.
Well, it's not rocket science. You don't have to have a degree in any kind of science. The best teams always have and always will be unselfish.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye, Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Boss has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Z out there with Campbell. Then it's the machine. Then it's Williams. And it's Insanity in at the small forward. Here's Baker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And he makes the first. Look, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin, I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going, and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
All stops the dunk there, the best outcome in a bad situation.
You know, you don't like to foul, but if the alternative is giving up a dunk, it's an easy choice to make. I think it sets a tone for your defense around the rim. Make them earn it.
First one falls. Good on both. Here is Doc. 8 points for him. The pass to Bassey. Pass to Doc. Pulls from the top of the key. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Doc's got 10 points.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Jenkins with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Latrey. The shot, no good. Hitting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Down low. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one.
Boy, that sounded like Greg Anthony stealing a little bit of Kevin's thunder. I know this guy's hoping to rouse his teammates for sure with that one.
Yes, and Greg's not a better singer than I am. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Baker passes to Doc. Count that bucket. Doc's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Here's Campbell. Williams trying to break free. No love that time with that miss. He is now 6 for 9. Here's Doc, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Here's the natural. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Passes to Insanity. Swiped away. One-on-one here. Here's Doc. Trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's the natural, and it's denied. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Here's Doc for the tie. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First one falls for. The Waiters check in for the machine. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Sims, the pass to Williams. Here's the pass to the natural. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, can't hit that one.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Here's Lewis. Lays it up off the glass. Lewis has got 6 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Doc with a strong contribution so far in this one.
But, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to the natural. Here's Sims. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock is at 3. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Bassie. Here is Doc. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Bassey. The 3. Rebound by Williams. Here's the natural. 6 points for him. The pass to Insanity. Shoots. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The away team up 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. These teams locked in a very close contest. This fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Thing has been terrific. 54% on the game. We've got B, lights out there with Towns. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Doc in at the point. Pass to Sims. Stolen by Lewis. And here they come. Here's Baker. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Here's Ward. Kicks to Sims. 5 to shoot. Just his first attempt. It's deflected. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Pass to Lewis. And right on target. Good.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
Here's Sims. Free throw line jump shot. Doesn't go that time.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Lewis. Rebounded by Ward. Here's the natural. Passes it to Ward. Here's the natural. Insanity, the pass to Ward, and he banks in the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here is Doc. And here's Towns. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
So hard to challenge these shots. I mean, especially against the better shooters.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Jordan Player of the Game, Doc.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He said, we're getting some looks on the three, but we're not connecting. But don't get frustrated. I told them it's a game of ebbs and flows. Keep shooting with confidence, guys.
Now here's Jenkins. Six on the shot clock, and there's the pass to the machine. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Baker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
A bit under 3.5 minutes of pass here in the quarter. Here's Insanity. Pass to the machine. 16 feet away. A rebound by Baker. Baker's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bassett, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty, missing both. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Insanity lays it up and banks it in.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Lewis. Foul in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
One. Gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. Insanity, the pass to to Jenkins. Here's Campbell. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Towns kicks to Baker. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the call will be against D. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Free throw drops for Towns.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-point.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Doc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Guys, your thoughts?
Still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Seconds left to play in the final quarter. The offensive rebound. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possession.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making them.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And he just garnered a little bit more insurance there. Very confident that he's able to go up and knock those down.
Lewis grabs the board.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. 5 seconds left in the game. Here's Mr. Incredible. No good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.